Hey YouTube, how's it going? After much difficulty using Windows Movie Maker rather, and me posting my video exceedingly late in the evening, I finally figured out that restarting one's computer usually does it good. Still, that is not the topic for today's discussion, I can assure you that. Instead, after an event today with another great group and mine, where we had hamburgers and did another activity, I've decided that today I'm going to talk about hookah. Now, before my spring break road trip, I was exceedingly naive as to what a hookah was. I accidentally, inside of a store, happened to mistake it with a bong, which is not a good idea, so I learned. No, in areas where you can smoke, because I know in the US a lot of places are becoming smoke free, a lot of public property is smoke free now. In places where you can smoke, hookah is legal. It doesn't use any kind of illegal substances, so that's cool. We weren't doing anything bad. On the contrary, hookah uses a regular tobacco. I mean, not regular tobacco, because usually you buy, well, on my trip, everyone said it was called shisha. And shisha, it turns out, is just another name for hookah, but you use this flavored tobacco. Like, I've known people to smoke grape shisha or apricot shisha. Fun fact that I had no idea of until today. Some people call it apricot, like myself. Some people say apricot. Who'd have thought? So, a hookah is a water pipe that originally came from India, and it's made up of several parts, and I'll go ahead and go over those so you kind of have a basic breakdown of what exactly a water pipe slash hookah is. Alright, so at the very bottom you've got this water bowl. It's like the body of it, I think of it as, because it's the biggest part. And the ones that I've seen glass ones, and I've also seen metal ones, and there's water in it, go figure. And it filters the tobacco, so I think it makes it a little cleaner than going through a filter, or so I've heard. And when you inhale, it bubbles, and that's kind of cool. Next, you've got this pipe that comes from the water, and it goes up, and it goes through all the way to the top. And that works with the tobacco and the charcoal. But before you get to the charcoal, there's this little plate. I don't know if it's optional or not, but I would assume you could do without it, and that just is there to catch embers if they fall. Then you've got a bowl, and in the bowl you've got, the way I understand it, I'm not positive if this is correct, but this is the way I understand it, is that you've got the shisha, the tobacco, inside of it, and then you have to put tinfoil over it, and you poke holes in the tinfoil, and then you set a coal on top of it, and you light the coal so it's coal-ish, and so it's hot, and then that heats up the shisha, the tobacco, and yeah, that's how that works. But how, you may be asking, does the tobacco get into your lungs? Well, there is there's a hose, and the hose is connected to the body, I believe, and there's, go figure, a mouthpiece, and you put it in your mouth and you breathe in, and the way I understand it is the tobacco's up here, and it goes down as you inhale. It goes through the water, and then it comes back up, and so you just inhale smoke, you don't actually inhale water. So it's kind of a neat little magic trick, I think. Now, sadly, despite what I've heard, I did a little tiny bit of itty-bitty research, and smoking hookah is not actually any healthier for you than smoking regular tobacco cigarettes, because either way, they're detrimental to your health and give you cancer. So kids shouldn't smoke, at least not often. Also, while people seem to smoke more when they're smoking hookah than they do during smoking cigarettes, because, they've got an entire bowl of tobacco instead of one cigarette, and they don't want to waste it, so they keep using it. At least in my experience, hookah doesn't happen as often as a cigarette would, so people might go outside to smoke, 5-10 times a day if they need to, but hookah seems to be more of a leisurely pastime that might happen with friends once in a while, so hopefully that's a good thing. So yeah, hookah, it's fairly interesting. I don't know, I've never actually smoked it. I've actually never inhaled anything. I mean, oxygen, but I've never actually, smoked anything, but the people who do it seem to do well with it. They seem to enjoy it. I don't know. It doesn't seem as disgusting of a habit to me, which is probably a bad thing, but it doesn't seem as gross to me, probably because, you know, it's got the flavorings, so it smells kind of good, but it still isn't something I really feel like I would want to try. Yeah. If nothing else, it is rather amusing to watch other people smoke it. When we were on our road trip, for example, I know I haven't gotten the videos up yet. I still have to get a hold of some of them, but anyway, the guys at least, who would smoke would be able to make their voices go a lot deeper. So that was kind of interesting to listen to, if nothing else. Not that I am in any way promoting or knocking smoking. It is a person's choice, and I will not judge you because of them. My name is Keps, and I approve this message. I hear in my mind